Alright, let's talk about something we've all experienced: work stress. But here's the twist: watching someone else's work life fall apart can be oddly therapeutic. That's why workplace comedies hit the spot, especially after a long day. They take the chaos of meetings, deadlines, and office politics and turn it into something we can laugh at. So, if you're looking for a weekend binge that's both relatable and hilarious, here's my take on some must-watch titles, but with a twist. I'm not just listing them, I'm diving into why they work, what they say about work culture, and why they're worth your time. Let's get into it. First up, The Intern. On the surface, it's a feel-good movie about a 70-year-old intern, played by Robert De Niro, working at a startup. But what makes this really interesting is how it flips the mentor-mentee dynamic. Usually, it's the older person guiding the younger one, right? But here, Ben's wisdom isn't just about work, it's about life. Anne Hathaway's character, Jules, is this high-strung CEO, and Ben becomes her unexpected anchor. Personally, I think this movie nails the idea that experience isn't tied to age. It's a reminder that we can learn from people at any stage of life, and that's something I find fascinating. It's not just a workplace comedy, it's a story about human connection. Now, let's talk about The Devil Wears Prada. Everyone remembers Meryl Streep's icy Miranda Priestley, but what many people don't realize is how this movie isn't just about fashion, it's about ambition and identity. Andy, played by Anne Hathaway again, starts as this wide-eyed journalist who gets sucked into the glamour of the industry. But here's the thing: her transformation isn't just about clothes, it's about losing herself. The movie asks a deeper question: how much of yourself are you willing to compromise for success? In my opinion, that's what makes it timeless. It's not just funny, it's thought-provoking. Switching gears, Parks and Recreation is one of those shows that feels like a warm hug. Leslie Knope's relentless optimism is infectious, but what's really interesting is how the show uses humor to highlight the struggles of public service. It's easy to write off government workers as bureaucratic drones, but this show humanizes them. From my perspective, that's why it works. It's not just about the jokes, it's about celebrating the people who try to make a difference, even when the system is broken. Plus, the friendships in this show? Iconic. Now, if you're into startups, TVF Pitchers is a must-watch. But here's the catch: it's not your typical Silicon Valley glamour. It's raw, it's messy, and it's relatable. These four friends quitting their jobs to build something from scratch? That's a dream many of us have. But the show doesn't shy away from the struggles, the funding issues, the family pressure, the internal conflicts. What this really suggests is that entrepreneurship isn't just about success, it's about the journey. And that's what makes it stand out. Moving on to Maamla Legal Hai, this show is a breath of fresh air in the legal drama space. Instead of high-stakes courtroom battles, it focuses on the everyday chaos of a district court. The characters are quirky, the cases are bizarre, and the humor is spot on. One thing that immediately stands out is how it humanizes lawyers. They're not just power-hungry sharks, they're people dealing with their own ambitions and insecurities. If you take a step back and think about it, that's what makes it so relatable. It's a reminder that even in serious professions, there's room for laughter. Abbott Elementary is another gem that deserves more love. It's set in an underfunded school, and it could have easily been a downer, but instead, it's hilarious and heartwarming. The teachers here are the real MVPs, fighting for their students with limited resources. What makes this show special is how it balances humor with real issues. It's not preachy, but it does make you think about the state of public education. Personally, I think it's a masterclass in using comedy to highlight important topics without losing its charm. Finally, Cubicles is a show that hits close to home for anyone who's ever had a first job. It's about a young software engineer navigating corporate life, and what I love about it is how it captures the small moments: the first salary, the late-night coding sessions, the awkward office friendships, It's not flashy, but that's the point. It's a reminder that work isn't just about the big achievements, it's about the everyday experiences that shape us. In my opinion, that's what makes it so relatable. So, there you have it, 7 workplace comedies that are perfect for a weekend binge. But here's the thing, they're not just funny, they're insightful. They make us laugh, but they also make us think about work, ambition, and human connections. What this really suggests is that comedy isn't just entertainment, it's a lens through which we can understand ourselves and others. So, which one are you adding to your watch list? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your thoughts.